Whether you care to admit it or not, everyone loves a good love story, and Thai dramas are known for bringing on the feels every single time. Here's a roundup of the most memorable Thai dramas with intense love stories, so touching they'd melt even the coldest of hearts. Number 1. Love Destiny. Kadesurang is a modern-day girl who travels back in time 300 plus years after a car accident. There she finds herself inhabiting the body of Maying Karakade, a noble who resides with her father's best friend and his family. Much to Kadesurang's dismay, Maying Karakade is spoiled and evil. Even her dearest betrothed Pordet hates her and vows to stall their wedding for as long as possible. While there, Kadesurang does merits and good deeds to rectify the damages done by Maying Karakade in hopes of returning to her modern-day world. In the process, she slowly wins the love and admiration of the entire village, including Pordet. This is a wonderful light-hearted romantic comedy Lakorn. This show has so many things going for it: sweeping romance, liberal sprinklings of humor, good introduction into Thailand's ancient history, beautiful sets and costumes, and a storyline which doesn't spin itself into unnecessary knots or is packed with fillers. It just shows that you don't need the typical cliche for a drama to be a hit. Number 2. Padiwaradda. To show gratitude to her adoptive father, Rindrapi accepts to disguise herself as his real daughter and marry Saran to keep the promise their fathers had made in the past. Saran is a cold-hearted guy who suffers from his previous love. Although he doesn't know that Rin's adoptive family has deceived him, he does not wish to return his bride since he gets to know her beauty and kindness. Love slowly grows, but soon their love is tested when Duang Sawat, his ex-lover, returns to him, while Rin also feels guilty with the secret she is hiding from him. Padiwaradda aired first in 2016 and became one of the top-watched Lakorn that year. It's set in the 50s era and has a charming and relaxing vibe overall. Bella and James' chemistry are totally explosive in this one. Their intense relationship from the start to the growing love to them being together is very beautiful. Number 3. You Are My Destiny. Pavut is a successor to a large company. Vanida is a secretary in a law firm. They both go on the same cruise, with Pavut planning to propose to Kaikei, his girlfriend, and Vanida planning on losing her virginity to her boyfriend. However, Vanida ended up taking a cold medicine which made her drowsy and accidentally went to Pavut's hotel room while she was drugged. They spent the night together. 3 months later, Vanida finds out that she is pregnant. This is the only remake of Fated to Love You that I can rewatch. They even changed the storyline a bit and it was good. This Thai remake has its own twist in it and it was delightful, happy, funny and beautiful to watch. Number 4. Tae Pang Korn. When Thai prince Kunchai returns from England, he finds himself arranged to be married to a Thai princess, Vilailaika, but ends up falling in love at first sight with the Lao princess Jau Nang Noi, who is staying under his father's guardianship while she completes her education. What follows is an epic love story which spans 3 lifetimes. The plot story is really interesting. It will give you a warm feeling in the heart. The music was excellent and very soothing. I highly suggest to watch it if you are into a melodrama. Number 5. Kluen Cheewit. Jirawat is a cheerful, hardworking woman who is a famous model and an actress. Her mother married a smarmy but rich man who secretly lusts after his stepdaughter. After he attempts to drug Jirawat, she manages to escape by driving away. Unfortunately, due to forceful drug, she hits a young woman on the road who later dies at the hospital. The dead young woman has a fiancé, Satit, who happens to be a lawyer. He vows revenge on the female driver who killed his beloved fiancé. Unfortunately, Jirawat's stepfather and mother use their influence and money to hide and hush all evidence. Sathi decides to stalk and bother her to find the evidence that she is an evil and manipulative temptress. But in the end, he finds out she is actually a good and a kind person despite her lowly beginnings and gradually falls in love with her. The story is a revenge drama that turns to love, and this drama is the best portrayal of that I have seen till today. Intense storyline with great acting cast, especially leads who are just great together. One of the best chemistry between leads I have seen so far, and they conveyed their emotions so well. Mark and Yaya are really good. They have a brilliant chemistry and just make it so real. Number 6. Fah Fak Kiri Dao. Santharakat, son of Rachisa, is a handsome, headstrong Indian billionaire fleeing the hunt of the mafia group from the Himalayas to hide in Chiang Mai. Santharakat meets Danika, the owner of a restaurant at Chiang Mai. Santharakat tries to win her heart, knowing that Danika likes to watch the stars. But Danika likes Kiri, a waiter who has a difficult life because of his drunken mother. Kiri tried to do anything to push himself up to compete with Santharakat and up working illegally with Sikarin, Danika's stepfather, until he made his way into the rich and fought Santharakat in every way. Number 7. Fah Fak Ruk. The story is about Tongrak, a girl who struggles in life, agreed to be a surrogate mom for Prefa, her biological sister who has health issues. Prefa is in love with Natty, an ordinary musician who turns out to be the heir of the Asavakaitul family, where they have enemies all around. Because of this, Prefa and Natty end up getting murdered, leaving Tongrak a lonely pregnant woman with no job. Tongrak wants to tell the Asavakaitul family about their possible heir or heiress in her tummy, but Kimhan, a toy designer, stopped her from doing so because he thinks the reason Prefa and Natty were killed is because the murderer wants to kill the heir. So Tongrak ends up being under the care of Kimhan. The two become close and develop feelings for each other unintentionally. Number 8. Rahut Rissaya. The heiress of a billionaire loses everything. Her parents were murdered. Both their company and property were taken by her aunt and cousin. What can she do but seek revenge? She starts by blackmailing Siva Rathanare, the guy her cousin is in love with, about his father's indiscretions and evil deeds. Over time, they fall in love. She starts to value his love as she learns to forgive. But will this change be too late? Number 9. Rai Game Rak. Saichon is an islander living on Min Island. One day, destiny leads him to find Falada, a 17-year-old girl lying unconscious on the beach. When she wakes up, he realizes that she lost all her memories. Saichon takes care of her and names her Nangfa. They fall in love with each other and live together. One day, Champupre, Falada's sister, saw her sister's picture in the tourist magazine, so she sends people to take Falada back. Saichon is very sorry and has to take care of his baby alone on the island. Falada gets treatment until she regains her memories, but she loses her memories about Saichon, her baby, and everything during the time that she is missing. Champupre lies to her sister and doesn't tell her anything about Min Island. When Saichon awakens, he is devastated to learn that his Nangfa is gone. He decides to go to Bangkok to look for her, only to find out that Falada doesn't remember him at all. Number 10. Pieng Jai T Pook Un. Suer and Mook had known each other since a young age. They grew up together and had unsaid promise of undyingly loving each other, but their separation was inevitable since Mook's father had to move abroad for his career. They eventually got together because Mook had to return to Thailand for a funeral, and it was then that they met after almost 10 years. Their happiness wasn't easily earned. There were many people wanting to take advantage of Suer's fortune and had to get Mook out of the way. So which of these side dramas you found interesting? Please let us know in the comments down below. Also, please be sure to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.